अस्सलामुअलैकुम। ये क्लास 8 है। सब्जेक्ट सिविक्स, टॉपिक द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, पार्ट सेकंड। पहला पार्ट हमने किया है, अब सेकंड पार्ट है क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 से। क्वेश्चन नंबर 3, टू डॉक्यूमेंट्स आर गिवन बिलो, आइडेंटिफाई। 1990 कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ नेपाल पार्ट 7 एग्जीक्यूटिव, 2015 कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ नेपाल पार्ट 5 फेडरल एग्जीक्यूटिव। Article 35 Executive Power. The executive power of the Kingdom of Nepal shall be vested in its Majesty and the Council of Ministers. Article 75 Executive Power. The executive power of Nepal shall pursuant to this constitution and the law be vested in the Council of Ministers. The executive function of Nepal shall be taken in the name of Prime Minister. What is the difference in who exercises executive power in the above two constitutions of Nepal? Under the Article 35 of 1990 Constitution of Nepal, executive powers were vested with King of Nepal. The king was the head of the state and his powers were absolute. But the interim Constitution of 2007, executive powers were vested in the Council of Ministers, and all functions were exercised in the name of Prime Minister of Nepal. According to interim, constitution is supreme and not the king of Nepal. A new constitution was needed which should be based on democratic principles. Old constitution does not reflect the ideals of country. Hence, new constitution was needed to establish democracy in Nepal. Question number 3. Question number 4. What would happen if there were no restrictions on the power of elected representatives? Answer. In a democratic country, government is run by elected representatives. If there would be no restrictions, then elected representatives will misuse the power for their selfish interests and they will not serve the people. The Constitution limits the powers of elected representatives as many ways. Generally, the powers of the elected representatives are limited by giving the fundamental rights to the citizens.